Hi, my name is Samantha Better. I'm a sophomore at Marq, and this is my capstone on banned books. What is a banned book? To ban a book, you have to start by challenging it, which is where an effort is made by a group or person to remove or restrict that material. Banning a book is where you actively remove that material from a school or library. You cannot ban a book without it being challenged first. Can banning books possibly be a good thing in some cases? Considering that it's completely opinion-based, that's for you to decide. My personal opinion is that everyone who goes out of their way to challenge a book is doing so with their best intentions in mind. However, what they believe is best for their child or community isn't always accurate. Keeping in mind that a large percentage of groups and people that challenge books are coming from religious and political groups, it's fair to say that they have more to gain from restricting a book like Harry Potter because of the way it portrays witchcraft rather than a parent who wants their kid to experience magic. Why should students care what books are banned? Students should care about banned books because it's important to get an understanding of what's going into their education. Everything they're taught is biased, and the only way to fully make your own opinion is to learn about things you might not be taught by your teachers or parents. By telling a student that may be struggling with their sexual or gender identity that there are hundreds of books that talk about exactly what they're going through can be life-changing. Situations like that shouldn't just be important for that specific person, but also for their friends, classmates, teachers, and community members. Thankfully, we live in a world where we can find this information by seeking it out on the internet, but it's so important to understand how big of a difference it makes just to see your story on a shelf. Who decides what books get banned and how do they make that decision? Like I said before, the process of banning a book starts with it being challenged with a convincing argument. The main reason that books are challenged is because of sexually explicit language, racial issues, religious affiliations, and LGBTQ+ representation. Most of the people who challenge books are concerned parents, political and religious groups, and school boards. Once a challenge is made, it's up to the school or library to decide whether the request should continue, whether they should go through with the request, or continue to carry that material. If they decide to remove that material, then it is officially banned, but only in that one location and not like across the board, which is a very confused idea. Okay, for my genre pieces. So my first genre piece was an informative, which is a general overview of what banned books are and getting specific about basically whatever you need to know about banned books. And this was just a slideshow that people could click through and read. Here's an example of what one of those slides would look like. My next genre piece was a narrative multimedia art piece, which is right there, if you can see it. That basically just has a bunch of quotes that talk about censorship and kind of give you another look into what that means. My third genre piece is an argumentative essay on the recent removal of 6 Dr. Seuss books, because it was very relevant, and if you want to hear my thoughts on that, I can send you my essay, because I kind of like how it turned out. My final genre piece is a data visualization, right here. I took a list from the American Library Association that had the top 100 banned/challenged books from 2010 to 2019, and these were the most popular reasons that they were banned. Yeah. Here are some books that I came across over and over in my research that are super banned in a lot of places. As you can see, for some of them, they have multiple reasons why they're banned, such as The Great Gatsby has drugs and sexual content that, and when I came across something like that, I would put it in both sections. So that's why it doesn't add up to 100. But yeah. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or want to see the rest of my genre pieces, you can email me. Also, I had too many sources, so I just put them in a Google Doc. So if you want to see my references to do some research on your own, feel free to do that. And that's it.